Hey everyone, welcome back to another lecture. So today we're going to talk about the next phase, but before we do that, I want to share with you a concept that's really going to change everything. We have many of those concepts in this class, but this is a very, very powerful one. It involves permission and giving yourself permission to be powerful, to be rich, to do something different, to take risk. Now follow me here. Most people are not aware of this, but most of us, I'd say 99% of us, are operating under a hypnotic program that was pounded into us from the day we were born because we had parents. We had to constantly ask for permission for everything. We needed permission to go to our friend's house. We needed permission to go to the bathroom. We needed permission to have something that we wanted in the store. We needed permission to ask to go to a friend's house. This indoctrination was then further cemented by the fact that when we were in school, we had to ask for permission for everything. You had to ask for permission to feel good about yourself in terms of a good grade on the paper. You had to ask for permission to go to the bathroom from class. You had to ask for permission to move to the next grade. There's always this huge indoctrination. And what most people don't realize now is that most of us are running around with this program waiting for permission from others before we can take risks, before we can be an adult. So literally, I want you to take a step back and check yourself and observe. Like, are you waiting for permission in life for anything? Are you waiting for permission to take a risk? Are you waiting for permission to pursue the dreams and do something that everyone else says is crazy? Are you waiting for permission from your parents on some level? Are you waiting for permission from your friends? Are you waiting for permission from society? Whatever it is, you need to really ask the subconscious mind and the higher self to clear that out for you. But the only way you can do that is first become aware of it. And understand that it may be a little bit uncomfortable at first, but like anything, you'll get used to owning your power. You do not have to wait for permission to be the person you want to be. You do not have to wait for permission to pursue your dreams in a way that absolutely fulfill you in all the ways that you desire. You don't have to wait for permission to take a risk or to take a chance and to learn something new or to risk the possible chance of feedback and then learning and then becoming more powerful. This is really important because I find that one of the most common things that are preventing people from their success, other than the fact that we've been indoctrinated by society to look for permission, is that most people are looking for permission from an outside external source, and they're not even aware of it. So this causes them to just kind of sit around and wait. So at this point now, I want you to give yourself the permission to be an adult. You have the permission to be an adult. You have the permission, give yourself that permission to take a risk, to do something that will upset someone in your family. I don't mean like murder or capital murder or robbery. I mean, do something that they don't approve of. You see, what traps many people is that they'll spend such a long time waiting for permission from a parent or a boss or a friend or society that they never actually live their lives. This is part of a belief and it's a program. So I want you guys to be aware of this because many people are operating under this program and they're not aware of it. And it's not your fault. From when school was established with is based on a Prussian school system model for mind control. It's never intended to make you a free thinker. Your indoctrination in the public education was intended to create someone who just follow orders and then wait for permission to make sure it's okay to do something. So I want you to give yourself permission right now. I mean, after you listen to this recording, to go in the mirror and really intently give yourself permission to be an adult. Give yourself permission to do something without the fucking approval of someone else or another person. Give yourself that permission to go out there and say, you know what? I don't care what my parents think. I don't care what society thinks. I don't care what the world thinks. I'm going to do this and I'm going to succeed and I'm going to take a risk. And I may have feedback, but I will succeed. You see, it all starts with you giving yourself that permission. This is something that I wanted to bring up at first, but I find that it's better for you guys to manifest and do the subconscious clearings of the programming so that you even be receptive to this message. In the past, I brought up this message first and people weren't quite ready to hear it. So after years and years of experience, I realized this is something that needs to be addressed after you're manifesting, after you're programming, because now you can hear it, or before you couldn't hear it. You can hear it now because now you've got that subconscious belief in yourself. You've got that power. You've tasted it. You've experimented with it. You've manifested. I'm really proud of you guys for doing this. In addition, you are taking agency. You're taking ownership of your dreams and you're helping each other. So now you need to give yourself permission. I can't do that for you. You can give yourself that permission to be an adult, to be a powerful being. All right? Look around you. Are you waiting for permission to feel good about yourself? Are you waiting for permission to feel validated? Are you waiting for permission for someone to tell you that you can be someone important, that you can take a risk? Are you waiting for your permission for someone to tell you that you can live by yourself and you can take care of yourself? I suffered from the same fucked up, and I'm cursing because I'm very passionate about this, but also I'll curse once in a while just to keep realistic. I once had that program as well within myself, where I was waiting for permission for someone to tell me that I could do a business about hypnosis and healing and quantum healing without, even though the whole world told me I couldn't do it. Even my own parents at the time told me that they didn't think it would happen. I was waiting for permission for someone to tell me that to take quantum healing to the next level. And then I was waiting for permission to do things that are considered impossible. Then it occurred to me, what am I waiting for permission for? Like, I give myself permission. You give yourself permission. You are the one that gives yourself permission. You are the adult that you're waiting for. You are the authority figure in your life that you are waiting for someone to give you permission to do what you want to do. You're that person. Are you waiting for permission to take a risk or to do something powerful, great? You are that person, okay? Taking a course is one thing. Doing the programming and manifesting is another thing. Knowing your power and experimenting with it is another thing. Using the higher self is another thing. But giving yourself that permission is essential, and it's something that has to be done with the conscious mind, the subconscious mind, and the higher self, all working in tandem, all right? This is where it's very important because your subconscious mind and your higher self, you're right, they're very, very powerful, and that they're doing all the coding and work in the background. But your conscious mind for something like this needs to participate in it a while. You need to understand that your subconscious mind and your higher self are not another daddy figure. It's not another parent figure that you're waiting to get permission from. You're not saying, higher self, do I have permission to do this, or what can I do? You have to understand you're all part of the same consciousness. This is all your power. It's important for your conscious mind, subconscious, and your higher self to all make the declaration that you give yourself permission to have the life that you want. You can't get that permission from me. You can't get it from anyone in class. You can get encouragement from people in class. You can get encouragement from me. You can get encouragement from your higher self and your subconscious mind. But you give yourself that permission. So I want you to give yourself that permission. And then I would like you to ask your subconscious mind and your higher self to work together to remove any beliefs that are not in alignment with you giving yourself permission, feeling free and powerful and safe enough to act upon that. You see, one of the biggest misconceptions of this world, what society has tricked us into believing, is that somehow we're not safe until we get an external validation of something. Or we're not going to be okay unless someone externally says it to us. But the furthest couldn't be from the truth. The more you validate yourself, the safer you become. Think about what I'm saying here, okay? Many of us are waiting for our parents to tell us it's okay, that we're lovable, or that we can take risks, or we can do this and we'll be safe. We're waiting for that validation because we've been indoctrinated that that's the only way we'll be safe. But the only way you're truly going to be safe and powerful is if you validate yourself, if you take back control of your own power, if you are the one who gives yourself permission to take a risk and possibly get failure or feedback. Remember, there's no failure, just feedback. And then use that feedback. And then if you fail, quote unquote, I say failure in quotations, but if you quote unquote fail, you are the one who gives yourself permission to learn from that and then grow stronger. You are the one who gives yourself permission to feel good about yourself. And if you're having problems with that, then the helicopter, go to your subconscious mind, have it reveal the belief and have it cleared out for you. But it can't do that for you unless first you set the intention that this is what you want. Okay? All of you now are going to you have reached the Rubicon. All right? You're going to cross a threshold where 99% of people never go beyond this threshold. 99% of people get to this point and then they think to themselves, well, I don't have permission to do this yet. It's not a matter of power because they now have the power using subconscious programming. It's not a matter of loving yourself because they love themselves now. It's not a matter of fear anymore. It's a matter of permission. And the reason that I bring this to your conscious attention is because this is not in the awareness of most people. Do you understand that? So I'm bringing it to your awareness. And are you waiting for permission from someone in your life? Are you waiting for your parents to tell you that it's okay, that you'll be safe, that you can take care of yourself? Are you waiting for someone? Because anytime you are giving that validation to someone, you're giving them power over your life. You're giving them the power. And do you want to do that? Hey, that's your choice. It's your free will. You have a decision to make. All right now. Are you going to give yourself permission to be a powerful being? Are you going to embrace it? If you're a trader, are you going to give yourself permission to make that million, that first million, even though people say it's impossible? Are you going to give yourself permission to take that risk? If you want to start your own business, are you going to give yourself permission to do that? And to rise up if you happen to stumble. It's all about you making that decision. I can help you activate your power. I can help you facilitate your courage. I can even help you remember that your birthright as a manifester, which lies deep within your soul. But in the end, it's got to be you who gives yourself the permission to be powerful, to be an adult, to stop looking outside of yourself for someone to tell you that it's okay for you to love yourself. It's okay for you to do something that's impossible. It's okay for you to have the disapproval of your parents or your sister or your best friend or your fucking society. It is okay. I need you guys to do that now, all right? And if you're having problems doing that, if you're finding resistance in doing that, then it's because you've got a belief that needs to be cleared. And you need to make that decision now. Do you want to clear this belief? Then you're going to have your subconscious mind do it in higher self. Or you want to continue living under this slavery. But the choice is yours. I can't make that choice for you guys, all right? So this is something I really want to bring to your attention because many of you are operating under this hypnosis and you're not aware of it. So first you have to become aware of it, all right? Are you waiting for someone to tell you that it's okay for you to, There's comes to a certain point in your life where you have to understand that our society purposely keeps us like this way. They purposely keep us indoctrinated as children so that we're never actualizing ourselves as adults. You guys may have read my article about the actualized adult, right? This is a concept that many people cover, but in our society, it's purposely kept this way because we're kept from that ceremony, that ritual that signifies to the subconscious mind that it's time for you to grow up, for you to be powerful. Like you don't need permission from someone to be safe, to be powerful, And if you're externalizing that, then you'll forever be a slave. So now is going to be your ritual, your time to activate your own ritual, whether you're 19, 25, 30, 40, 50, I don't care how old you are. You're going to go in that mirror, you're going to declare it to your subconscious mind and your higher self, and you're going to create that ritual. You are going to ask the subconscious mind and higher self to do that for you today. And then you're going to join us and the rest of your tribe, your new tribe, of those who are powerful, actualized adults who don't need permission from anyone or anything to do that which is considered impossible. And you're going to join your tribe on the other side where the impossible is simply just another day in our reality. All right, guys, you're doing great. I love you guys. Keep positive. Let me know your feedback. Do that ritual. Post how it went. All right. Listen to this recording again if you have to. 2 or 3 times to really get it in your mind and be positive, and we'll be waiting for you on the other side of where dreams come true and there's no such thing as impossible.